On this episode of Man of Prestige,
like, hey, I'm going to try to make her laugh. I'm going to try to make her laugh. No attachment to the expectations. But she says something, so that, and then you're able to say, so what are you going to take me out? Something like that. Right, take you out. And when she does that, she has a little smile on your face. Okay, I don't mean take me out, but something similar to that, right? You want to be able to basically make her chuckle a little bit. You don't want to be a comedian. That's not what you're looking to be. You're just trying to get her to answer a question, be relatable, and then a little bit of banter will help, will go a long way. Okay, so here's what I'm saying here. Excuse the noise, sorry about that. Here's what I'm saying. QRB, question, relatability, banter. All right, so question, relatability, banter. Banter simply means something fun. You don't have to be a comedian. You just want to be able to pick up something that makes you laugh already. So that's a quick litmus test. It could be something that makes you laugh yourself. If it makes you laugh, there's a chance that it will make her laugh. Hey, what's going on? This is Ola coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. We're talking about how to approach a girl. Three tips. I'm going to share 3 tips with you on how to approach a girl anywhere, in the gym, online, anywhere. Honestly, this works 100% of the time. This is also with respect to the knowledge that you already have, that you need social skills, you need emotional intelligence, social intelligence. You also understand that this is not something that there is a destination. It's an ongoing thing that you have to develop, because humans basically the elements of social and emotional intelligence, the subject of those things always evolving too. So you cannot get stuck in the way of doing things in 1960. You have to kind of evolve with time as well. Now, with that being said, some young people feel like some things are different. No, some things are basically fundamental, and what I will share with you here on this platform is always going to be fundamentals, but I will also always take some time to help you with application to the times that we live in. So if you're the type of person that says, hey, Ola, you're not dating right now, so you don't know, this is probably not going to work for you. But frankly, nothing is ever going to work for you, because you're complaining anyway. So if you're complaining, then maybe it's time to enlighten your mind and be open to the possibility that you're wrong. Maybe not wrong. Maybe you just need to improve on your social skills. This is, at the end of the day, just social skills. Okay. We're not going to be talking about pickup lines. Your legs must be tired because you've been running through my mind all day long. Things like that. When you get to a certain age, will stop working. If it ever worked ever before. One thing that always works is to be yourself, but another thing that works is to always be open to growth. You see, those two things you have to balance, right? Be yourself, but be open to growth. Some people conflict those two things together. They start to feel like, hey, why are you telling me to do this thing? I just want to be myself. Well, there's a good chance, just a chance, that you're probably pushing against growth. There's something you don't know, especially if you've stumbled into this video. There's something that's not working for you, and there's something you need to know. So let's talk about that. There are 3 tips I want to share with you. Essentially, they're like 3 tools. I didn't want to call them tools because, again, it kind of takes away from the aspect of the fact that attraction is involved, romance is involved. These things are not things you can measure in exact science, even though there are gurus that try to make them exact science for you. This is the part where you start to cross the line of who you are as a person, and I want you to remain in your element, but just had on this knowledge, just awareness that these are things that you probably should pay attention to. So the first element is question. Okay, before I get into all of it, right? QRB, just think about QRB. There are 3 things you need to have ready. Maybe not ready per se, not ready in that sense, because again, if you're too ready, you're in your cerebral, you're overthinking things, you don't know how to play in the moment, you don't know how to stay in the present. So part of the skill set is you have to relax and know how to live in the present. Obviously, you saw a young lady and you're interested, you're attracted to her, you think she's beautiful. there's something that's attracting you to that person, and you want to be able to approach them in the way that gives you the best chance that you can at least ask her for her number. You can at least ask her for just a phone number. She may reply with, just follow me on Instagram, and a gentleman will be okay with that. Basically, the idea is that you're okay with whatever. The idea is that you're not setting yourself up for failure here by having unrealistic expectations. Forget unrealistic expectations. There are no expectations. You don't want to be attached to the outcome, but you want to have these three things anytime you're approaching a girl. It's called the QRB: question, relatability, and banter. Okay? See, at the end of the day, a young lady, not young ladies, women in general, right? They need to feel safe and secure. That's it. If you can handle those two things, right, you can basically pull off anything you want. As a matter of fact, you can make all the rest of your other mistakes, and they will help you through those mistakes once you're able to make them feel safe and secure, right? So how do you do that? QRB. The strategy I'm giving you is called the QRB: question, relatability, and banter. Okay? Question, just being able to ask a simple question. Okay? So something has invoked your curiosity, and you want to ask a straightforward question. You don't want to beat around the bush. You don't want to say, hey, you must be tired. Don't say anything gimmicky like that, especially if you're a man of a certain age. When I say a man of a certain age, 25 and above, you got to start carrying yourself like a gentleman. See, if you're below that, you can probably make any kind of mistakes. You could be a clown, and a girl will fall for that. But what I'm talking about is a man of a certain age. As a matter of fact, 23 and above, right? So you want to be able to ask a simple question. You want to also be able to reference something that makes them feel like they can relate with you. Okay? So it could be the color of their shirts they're wearing. It could be some kind of brand they're carrying. It could be something about the friend that you just noticed, you just talked to. Hey, do you know that guy? I feel like I've seen him somewhere before, right? Something that you can find in the midst of the present that will make them feel like they can relate with you, right? But remember, it's the present, so you don't want to overthink this or prepare this before you get there. It's okay if you have something on your mind before you contact them at all, like something that makes you, but the point is that relatability, they need to be able to relate with you. If they can't, there's going to be problems, right? And the third pillar in all of this, right? So let's call it the three pillars, is banter. You want to be able to pick up on something they said and make some fun. It could be a corny joke. It's okay if it's a corny joke too, right? But at the back of your mind, you're like, hey, I'm going to try to make her laugh. I'm going to try to make her laugh. No attachment to the expectations. But she says something, and then you're able to say, so what are you going to take me out? Something like that. Take you out, and when she does that, she has a little smile on your face. Okay, I don't mean take me out, but something similar to that, right? You want to be able to basically make her chuckle a little bit. You don't want to be a comedian. That's not what you're looking to be. You're just trying to get her to answer a question, be relatable, and then a little bit of banter will help, will go a long way. Okay, so here's what I'm saying here. Excuse the noise, sorry about that. Here's what I'm saying. QRB: question, relatability, banter. All right, so question, relatability, banter. Banter simply means something fun. You don't have to be a comedian. You just want to be able to pick up something that makes you laugh already. So that's a quick litmus test. It could be something that makes you laugh yourself. If it makes you laugh, there's a chance that it will make her laugh. All right, so as I was saying, QRB: question, relatability, and banter. Now, there's this one last tip I want to give you. One of the major issues that most people have is, where do I start from? I don't even know where to get started. I don't know how to make the move. I don't know what the first move is, right? So the answer to that is, you start with the question. And there's one simple question I'm going to give you, and it's very simple, and it works anytime you're in a physical gathering where there's people together physically in the same space. All you have to say, what's your name? Okay, it's a litmus test as well. And if they say, my name is Mary, and what's your name? That shows a level of interest. If they say, my name is Mary, and they just go quiet, all you want to say is nice to meet you, Mary, and walk away. Now what that does is that you are doing the takeaway strategy, and it makes them curious about you, and it also puts you in a space where you're not needy, you're not clingy, you're not desperate, right? And but it makes them wonder about you. Now is there a possibility you may never meet this person ever again? Yes, but that's also what shows the confidence that you don't really need any one particular person. And for every time you do that, you're building your confidence, because if you're asking this question, it is low level of confidence. Okay, that's just what it is. But the more you ask this kind of question from beautiful ladies you meet out there, you build more confidence. So it's a litmus test as well. Just say, what's your name? And don't volunteer your name unless they actually ask for your name. And always say, hey, nice to meet you, and then you end it with their name. And that's a good thing. And you walk around and you talk to other people, if it's like a party or something like that, and then you can always make your way back to them and say, hey, it was nice to meet you earlier, so are you from around here? You could do things like that. But personally, I will make sure that the next moves are absolutely natural in the present. And again, you want to just sow that seed and make them wonder about you, and that's almost the equivalent of building attraction between you and that person. But at least you've sown that seed, and you've made that move, and that's good enough usually. Now again, if you do engage in the conversation, you want to keep it simple. QRB: question, relatability, and banter. And by the way, banter is not a necessity, it just helps things. And again, you don't have to be a comedian, you don't have to be a funny cat or anything like that. You just want to feel like it's a good answer for you. All right, so hopefully you've been enlightened. I'll see you on the next one.